Not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
At the 23-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
4th down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down.
There he goes left side. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First carry for Nick Chubb. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
On the carry.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4th down and 1.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll try and run for it, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Check 15, check 15.
From the gun, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Allen's pass.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. First down, a run with Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost them.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and he finds Corey Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught by Hollister. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A toss play to Chubb. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
You got nothing. 57 the mic. 57 the mic.
Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are pouring it on. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Allen picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
It's second down.
Now that'll bring up second down.
Let's go one more. Check, check.
A run for Nick Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so he can work through some of the rough stuff.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Play action. Now it's Allen. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen's throw is complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Throwing again on second down. Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Hunt. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Allen, this one caught by Davis. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Allen to throw it. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. On play action, Allen. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Browns defense stands tall.
The play is a turnover on downs.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last run good enough to have him surpass for his career. Get this, folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you've got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
The tackle by
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at midfield.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 57. Mike, 57. You ain't doing nothing today. Go street. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Bears' 15-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meet.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the Bears first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And all the way way down to the 41-yard line.
Complete.
23 yards on the play.
It's a
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On play action, Allen. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline,
Jubilation and laughter. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step,